Hey guys, welcome back. Appreciate you tuning in to Bearded Lumber. Got something special going on today, getting some electrical done, so hang on, we'll be right back. Okay guys, we appreciate you tuning in today. You can hear the noise behind me. Electricians are hard at work. We're not going to bother them a whole lot. They got work to do, but I'll try to catch some snippets of what they're doing. They've got the big disconnect panel mounted on the outside of the building and getting ready to cut some holes coming through the floor. Come into this big metal can we got where our inside breaker box is going to be. So, like I say, we're not going to bother them much today, but I'll try to get a little video here and there of the progress. So, stay tuned. Okay guys, as you can see, it's coming along. We got it conduit tied in to the transformer. I'm standing on the pad and they're getting ready to, got one hole getting ready to knock the second hole through the building to bring power in. So like I said, I'm not going to bother these guys. They're doing me a great favor by doing it, but as soon as those two come through the wall, they'll drill two holes in the back side of this can and it'll get mounted right there. So hang on, we'll be back for a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna finish up this video. It's probably gonna be fairly short. We didn't get a lot of video while they was working. Didn't want to bother them. They're here to do a job. What I was paying them to do, and
we were also playing gopher.
And we was here to help them. We was digging the hole, doing different things, trying to be helpful. But I got our outside disconnect wired in or mounted, and let me tell you, that's a job. Get the two feeds coming in and two feeds going out back through the building. All this just to meet code. Okay. If you don't understand why you got to have that to meet code, these three-phase systems do not have a meter that you can literally pull out and act like a fuse. It's too much amperage. Spin around here. What they'll do is when the inspector gives them a go-ahead, the power company will come out here and they'll actually mount their meter somewhere on the side of this panel, and instead of the power going through the meter, it kind of goes beside it. They call it a CT meter. It will read the flow voltage, but all that'll be done over here. So you have to have a disconnect for my use as well as fire departments such as that. It's just part of code. So let's go inside and look at what they got done. And okay, we're back inside the motor planer edition. You can see our can is mounted and the breaker panel is mounted to the can. This was a little tedious because those two tubes or 3/8 conduits we've seen outside come directly in. Go down here and I'll show you. They come in right here. There you go. Now these two little nipples that go in there, they had the wrong ones. So they got two of those that glue in that protects the wire as it comes through that transition. But they'll do that before they pull the wire. Actually just got off the phone with the electrician a few minutes ago. Looking at ordering the wire. I like to fill out. You would not believe what was that? It was almost, over 650 feet of wire to go from here to that transformer. And that's because everything's double fed. He told me he's going to run 3/0 copper twice. So you got 3 phases. So that's 6 wires plus 2 grounds. You know, so that one tube will have 3 phases in the ground. The other tube will have 3 phases in the ground. They'll come into the disconnect, and then out of that disconnect, he's going to pull 3 phases and a ground and another 3 phases and a ground to double feed. And they do that because at 400 ounce, if they didn't, you know, you look at a wire bigger than your thumb and they can't get it in there and manipulate it. Either that or your box has to grow drastically to be able to curve that wire in there. So it's standard practice to, on a 400 ounce service like this, to double feed it. So, phone's ringing, real world, give me just a second. Okay guys, sorry about that. Real world, that's a phone call talking about sawing some wood. That's how Matthew and I get paid. We got to saw wood. So they got our panel installed. Like I said, I just got off the phone with an electrician. He was asking about wire length. We'd measured it yesterday. They actually put a tape down and into the transformer and laid it out. It's a 40-foot run. You wouldn't think that. You know, it's only, I know for a fact that transformer's 8 feet off this wall. That's what they required. But the time you go down, under, up, and they needed about 6 feet in the box for the power company, and then he comes up to about here, and then goes over the top of the box, comes around, it adds up. And I did the math, it hurt. You know, 560 feet of this wire, I don't know, somewhere between $8 and $10 a foot. You can figure it up, it ain't good. So, this is where we at. Granted, there's only 2 breakers in this box. You got a 150 amp and a 100 amp. The 100 amp breaker is for our transformer, 150 amp is for our machine. But there's plenty of room for expansion. There's a lot of room for expansion, which is not a bad thing. You know, this costs so much money, it'd be ignorant to buy something that's just barely big enough. Matthew and I got plenty of room to grow. I don't know what we'll grow into, other than one day we'd like to have an electric sawmill. And all we'd have to do is go buy one of these high dollar 50 amp breakers, put it in, wire it, should be up and running. So, got any questions on this? It's not for the faint of heart, people. This is 100% electrician. I could wire my house. I wouldn't wire your house because I'm not certified, but I know enough about 220 voltage, amperage loads, different things. I can wire my own house, no problem. This is out of my depth. There's a lot goes on here as far as delta, Y, high leg, you know, 277, 480. I mean, this is industrial wiring, and most of us homeowners we're way out of our depth. So if you do this, you're going to need an electrician. So anything we forgetting on this? Like I say, it's a little update. They did all the work. Matthew and I just, you know, we're here as an extra set of hands, lift, carry, hold, put a screw in, whatever, you know. But that's what we're here for, try to help them out. They're 2, I say this lightly, older gentlemen. They're slightly older than I am. But, you know, that's part of what he told me when he did it. He said, you're going to have to be around to help. I said, no problem. I said, we're here to help out. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Don't forget about the people that, you know, help us out. Joe Maine from Industrial Cutting Tools, Solomon from Third Beard Fishing, and you especially for watching and commenting. And guys, we'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.